Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. In this video we want to start by zooming out a little bit and just to explain to you, also for new viewers, the higher level count. So just to show you that at present the idea is that we bottomed here in November, that we do not get another bear market low. Now it's not entirely clear, okay, and I still wouldn't be surprised if we get another low at this stage, but at the moment I'm carefully leaning towards the idea that the bear market low is already in, which doesn't mean we go to the moon straight away. This can still be a very, very long, drawn out process to get to the $125,000 target for the next bull run. But before we dive deeper into the analysis, first a few words about the sponsor of today's Bitcoin video, Chartprime. Chartprime is a service that provides specific TradingView indicators. There are 5 specific and unique indicators that you can only get through Chartprime if you sign up to one of their plans. These are based on quite complex algorithms and formulas and can be helpful in identifying trade setups, which means they can provide additional signals that could support your trading. Indicators can, for example, also be useful to support Elliott Wave counts to give more confidence. Of course, you don't need to apply Elliott Wave to use Chartprime, and the combination of their indicators alone can provide trade setups and signals as well. They currently offer a 30% limited time discount, so if you are interested in this, check it out. Of course, bear in mind that no indicator works 100% of the time. Here's an example of the Bitcoin chart with one of the range indicators. This indicator combines various indicators in itself, so you can adjust it to your needs, but it basically shows your range resistances, different support resistance levels based on different time frames, and it categorizes them based on their relevance. And this indicator provides you with dynamic support and resistance bands to which the price is reacting. And if you're interested in checking it out, make sure that you use the link in the video description and on their website. You can also read through testimonials and you can join their Discord community, which you can join in case you have any questions about how to use those indicators. I did say it before, 125k to maybe roughly 145k is sort of the target range for the next all-time high. By the way, to get more specifics about that, check out our long-term video playlist in which we talk about the higher level structure. But it will be a long and drawn out process. I don't expect it to be easy to the upside, but we've got some catalysts coming as well. We've got the halving in pretty much a year, I think a little bit less than that. So typically a little bit more than a year before the halving, prices start to rise. So that happened here as well. I'm not normally into the halving cycles too much. I made a few videos about that. I made member live streams about that topic in case you're interested. But I'm not into halving cycles too much because people are always like, it happened in the past, so it has to happen again. Whereas there is zero certainty, okay? And we definitely have not enough data points to suggest that just because we had a few halvings, price always went up in anticipation and then afterwards further, that this is going to happen again, okay? I'm just saying from a statistical point of view, you can't say. Okay, so, those few data points we have, it's just not reliable. So always bear in mind, nothing is for certain in these markets. The only thing that should be certain is your tactics and strategy in how you navigate this uncertainty, okay? That should be certain because you need to know how you treat the market, how you deal with it, how you make money. Because, if you have the right mindset, and I think if you have decent tactics, you can make quite a bit of money in the crypto market next couple of years. I think it's going to be quite profitable next couple of years. I did say that earlier today in the video already. But again, it won't be easy. It will be a rocky road. So sometimes in these environments, it might make sense to leave the trades a little bit more space and therefore sizing down a little bit. But, that's just a few words of thought here, just a bit of food for thought. So at the moment, the idea is that this is a 1-2-1-2 setup. Support here for the second 1-2 setup, which could result in a third wave, is 22k, which doesn't mean we have to go down that way that much. It's more like a line in the sand. It's more like the lower boundary of that support, and if it breaks, then new bear market lows will become more likely. But really, the key support for the bullish case is around 17.5K. Should we get closer, we can specify that a little bit further, but that's sort of roughly the bullish support. Because there are basically two bullish setups. One is the yellow one. If we hold 22K, all good. Yeah, we can rally directly in this wave count. If we drop below that, we have to basically move that wave 2 over here. And then price could drop to roughly 17.5K. But below 17.5K, I think we're going to make new bear market lows. But already below 22K, this will get much more likely. Anything else to say about that? So yeah, we're coming down, but yeah, again, I don't think necessarily, at least from what I can see now, that we have to go all the way down to 22K or something. Again, one more low may be enough, but it depends really on how does the price now develop here, yeah? Because ideally one more low, that's it. But if we now make something like, okay, we want to break above resistance, we go a little higher and so on, and it is corrective, then we could still come down afterwards. So it's important how this unfolds on the micro level now. But taking the bigger picture into account, I'm currently looking at this as a 1-2 setup, which has a potential to rally in a third wave. So higher level, we're bullish on Bitcoin. Now, looking at the detailed structure, not much happened today. It was a boring day. Anyway, volatility very low at the moment in the crypto market. I mean, I hoped here that Jerome Powell's speech and panel discussion would spark a little bit of movement, lead to a little bit of volatility, but nothing. So, market is sleeping as it seems. Earlier today, I mean, looking at this structure, we're looking at this as a wave 2 to the downside. I'm counting it as an A, B, C structure, and we're now in the C wave and should really get one more low. Exception to this would be if we have a WXY structure, which is a 3-3-3 pattern, where we only need 3 waves down. But that is really the exception. I mean, it happens quite frequently in crypto, but still, you don't normally believe at WXY until you have confirmation. How do you get confirmation? Well, we need to see a 5-wave move up and 3 waves down. So for example, we have here a possible 1-2 setup already, wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside, and anybody who wanted to trade that long could say, okay, against here the swing low, which was made on Thursday, here around 26,370. I focus on higher because I think, market will go up. So you could, this is a 1-2 setup and could get a third wave, fourth and the fifth. But it's not a very confident one, okay, because the wave 1 only is in 3 waves. So the entire movement needs to be a diagonal. But that's certainly a potential that I would observe much more detailed if we break above resistance, not at the moment. What is resistance? Resistance is 27.7K. A break above that would invalidate further downside in this particular structure. Doesn't mean it couldn't go lower anymore, but in this particular structure, that's not possible anymore. And if we break above 27.7K, as I said before, then the idea that the wave 4 already ended. No, didn't want to do that. The idea that wave 4 already ended last week, or no, this week, here on Monday, has to be revised, and then we probably get a higher wave 4. Yeah, if we push above resistance A, B, C in wave 4, so that wave 4 might move over here. If this happens, resistance is probably here around about the high of that previous structural high, around 28,320. But if we go way above that level and we have only a 3-wave move up, it might be that higher B wave. We talked about that earlier today. Again, if we get 5 up instead of 3, it is rather bullish. And then we wait for the setback, which should be a 3-wave move, making a higher low. And that would provide another tradable setup. Today, price tried to break out of this channel. I moved the trend lines a little bit. Works better now. But yeah, again, we're just moving in 3-wave structures. Also here, the last rally here is only in 3 waves. So yeah, that's why I said to you yesterday, I think that this structure is going to morph quite a bit. I mean, I can't even rule out that this might become some kind of an ugly triangle. Okay, but it's too early to really confirm that. So the wave 4, for example, could just become a very, very ugly triangle and then drop down. But it needs a few more waves for that. Yeah, and that's sort of the summary here for Bitcoin. There's not much more to add. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.